What?
Sorry, we don't tend to get a lot of visitors in here, certainly not as beautiful as you.
I'm sorry, does that line really work?
We finally got some tense and juicy info about Virgin River Season 7, and it sounds like things are about to get seriously dramatic. Alexandra Breckenridge, who plays Mel Monroe, has been teasing a few hints about what's coming, and even though she's keeping tight-lipped, what she has said has fans buzzing. Especially when it comes to that wild cliffhanger from the end of Season 6, the one that left everyone gasping, literally. At the end of Virgin River Season 6, Jack, played by Martin Henderson, went to check on Charmaine and her twins after she mysteriously didn't show up to help with Mel's hair and makeup for the wedding. It seemed innocent enough at first, but when Jack arrived at her place, things took a dark turn. He walked through her home, opened the door to the twins' room, and suddenly froze. Then came the gasp, the kind of gasp that makes your stomach drop before the screen faded to black. And that's how the show left us hanging. No answers, no clues, just pure frustrating suspense. Now, even though we still don't have a release date for Season 7, fans are desperate to know what exactly made Jack react that way. When asked about it, Alexandra Breckenridge admitted she does know the reason behind the gasp, but of course she can't reveal it. "It's too big of a thing," she said. "I couldn't possibly." Which of course only makes fans even more curious. Because if she's calling it too big, you just know it's something major, not just another small-town misunderstanding. But funny enough, Breckenridge doesn't even think that was the biggest cliffhanger from Season 6. For her, the real shocker was when Mike told Bree that he knew she'd slept with Brady, and still wanted to marry her. That moment caught her completely off guard. I was like, what? He knows that she slept with someone else and he still wants to marry her. What's that about? She said, laughing. It's fair to say that Season 6 left pretty much everyone with a bunch of unanswered questions, tangled relationships, and theories that could fill an entire Reddit thread. Of course, the mystery around Charmaine isn't the only thing Mel and Jack have to deal with next season. The couple has been through the emotional ringer trying to have a baby, from multiple losses to heartbreaks that tested their relationship over and over again. So, after years of failed attempts, they finally decided to pursue adoption. But things might move faster than they expect because Marley, played by Rachel Dratch, a young pregnant woman, told Mel that she wants her and Jack to take her baby. And according to Breckenridge, that storyline isn't going anywhere. The storyline with Marley and the baby does not disappear in Season 7, she teased. It's pretty heavily featured. I can't tell you what happens with it, but I can tell you that it doesn't disappear. It's still there, and it's something that me and Jack have to navigate through. It brings stuff up, of course. That last bit, "it brings stuff up," definitely sounds like trouble, because in Virgin River, every good deed comes with emotional baggage. Mel and Jack have always been the emotional core of the show, and their baby storyline has been a huge part of that. They've faced grief, disappointment, and endless what-ifs, so the chance to finally start a family, even through adoption, is going to bring out some powerful and probably heartbreaking moments. Plus, knowing how Virgin River works, there's bound to be a twist or two along the way. As for when we'll actually get to see how all of this unfolds, Breckenridge isn't saying much, but she did give a clever hint about the timing. "There is a lot going on this year for Netflix," she said. "The finale of Stranger Things as a series is going to be a big deal. If I was an intelligent person guessing, I would say I wouldn't roll Virgin River out until the new year." That's her way of saying, don't expect it anytime soon. It makes sense, though. Netflix will probably save Virgin River to kick off the year with a bang once Stranger Things wraps up. Now, even though we're all impatiently waiting for Season 7, the good news is that filming has reportedly wrapped. So while the new season's release date remains a mystery, fans at least know it's coming, and that the show isn't slowing down anytime soon. Virgin River was renewed for Season 7 even before Season 6 hit Netflix, which shows just how confident the streaming giant is in the series. And to top that, Season 8 has already been confirmed. That's right, there's plenty more love, heartbreak, and small-town drama ahead. Considering there are 22 books in Robyn Carr's original Virgin River series, Netflix still has a bunch of material to draw from. The stories can easily expand beyond the characters we already know, which means there's no shortage of new faces, romances, and rivalries waiting to shake up the town. But until Season 7 lands, there's actually another show on Netflix that fans might want to check out, and it feels a lot like Virgin River. It's called 1,000 Tomorrows, and it's currently trending on Netflix, gaining a lot of attention from American audiences. It's actually a romantic western that's been around for a while. It first aired 2 years ago on PureFlix, which is a faith-based streaming service. But now that it's hit Netflix, it's found a whole new audience. The story follows Cody Gunner, a bull rider, and Allie Daniels, a barrel racer, who fall in love despite the secrets and pain both are carrying. Their story unfolds in that heartfelt, small-town way that Virgin River fans love, with passion, loss, and second chances all tied up in the mix. A Thousand Tomorrows blends the quiet beauty of country living with emotional storytelling. And even though it leans more into faith as a central theme, the overall tone feels familiar. It's all about love that heals, community ties, and finding hope after heartbreak. Pretty much Virgin River's entire formula. The similarities don't end there, though. Like Virgin River, A Thousand Tomorrows is based on a series of novels, in this case, Karen Kingsbury's Cody Gunner books. The first season covers the events of A Thousand Tomorrows, while its follow-up, Just Beyond the Clouds, could easily form the basis for a second season if Netflix decides to keep going. Even though Virgin River is still Netflix's top small-town romance series, and will likely stay that way for a long time, A Thousand Tomorrows could be its perfect companion. It has that same emotional pull, that same cozy but complicated energy that makes fans invest deeply in the characters' lives. And even though A Thousand Tomorrows only has 2 books in its source material, that doesn't mean the show has to end there. Stories set in small towns and rural communities can easily branch out to new people and fresh conflicts. Just look at how Virgin River keeps evolving. So, if audiences keep tuning in, there's a good chance Netflix might extend A Thousand Tomorrows beyond its original scope. After all, shows like these are all about longevity, the kind of comfort viewing that fans keep coming back to season after season. It's also worth noting that A Thousand Tomorrows didn't get a lot of mainstream attention when it first came out, mostly because it was on a niche platform. But Netflix has a way of reviving under-the-radar gems. With its massive audience reach, the show is now being discovered by tons of new viewers who love emotional, small-town love stories, and that could easily spark a renewal. It wouldn't be the first time Netflix turned a modest hit into a long-running success. So, while we wait for Virgin River Season 7 to finally drop, A Thousand Tomorrows might just be the perfect show to fill that gap. A little love, a little heartbreak, and a lot of slow-burn storytelling. And once Season 7 does arrive, fans will be right back in the thick of it. So, for now, all we can do is wait and speculate about what Jack saw behind that door and how Mel and Jack's journey will evolve next. Because if there's one thing we've learned from this show, it's that nothing in Virgin River stays simple for long. Every answer brings another question, and every season brings a bunch of new reasons to fall right back into this small, complicated, and endlessly emotional town. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.